be a tiny bump.
All right, we're talking. This is where we get into the real details. A couple weeks ago, we talked about fruit, and it was interesting because actually Brian Richardson was in here. He says, "Well, if you think about it, it's okay to talk about fruit because fruit is actually funding a lot of drivers now. It used to be oil, but it's some of the fruit teams and probably some of the almond guys. Or do you have any farmers that race?
Lots
of farmers, right?
Yes.
Who's the most notable farmer that you have in your and Matt's over here looking at us. He's probably got information. So you're not wearing shorts today, Matt. What's up with that? It's 115 degrees outside, and it's the first day I've not seen you wear shorts ever. Okay, all right.
I'm wearing mine, but I shouldn't be because my legs look like those walls right there. So, answer your question. Probably the closest one that I know. Actually, I think he's out of Pixley, Neil Westbrook.
Yeah,
he's an almond farmer.
Almond farmer, right?
And every time he shows up, we talk about his harvest and how it's going, or how things are looking, and how the trees are blooming. But pretty much everyone's tied in somehow. Just depends on what we got people that sell products to him, or Butch, his whole family's Hedrick, his whole family's into farming.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Of course, you think about that. You think about the history of racing. Rain for Rent, obviously, huge agricultural,
huge tie-in there.
My old friend Larry Miner, was a potato farmer.
Yep.
And they have a huge potato farming business. So it was McDonald's big client.
Right.
So yeah. Absolutely. So agriculture plays a big hand in a motorsport.
Ag and oil still.
Ag and oil.
And that's, unfortunately, when one of those are down, we see it.
Yep. We were talking about a couple things for you. One, the reconstruction of the tower that that burned down. And that's going to be done for the Hot Rod Reunion?
We're hoping it. I don't know if it'll be done. It'll be under construction. We've been going through all the red tape. That building was erected in the 1970s.
Yeah, right.
And it fell like it. It fell completely down. Right. So, we're just going through all the red tape of getting everything approved and all the permits and stuff taken care of. And once that happens, we'll start construction. We're just waiting on the word go.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but we're doing it right. Everything's going through all the permit process, which is what we have to do now. We're building a new structure. That's got a foundation.
I mean, we talked about this before, and I think we still owe you money for our thing. But I know we do. We're like Trump. We said,
we'll tie in the resurrection wall to that process.
So if we're like Trump, you're cutting him $1 million check.
Well, I mean,
there you have it, Blake.
A man of our means, and I'm saying you and
Louis
I collectively.
Amistoy is cutting, not Mike Griffith.
I could build a little bigger tower than what we had with that kind of money.
We could build, absolutely. So. We could find that. Did you have good response?
We could move your office out there.
That'd be perfect.
Yeah, we did. I hate everyone jumped on it. In January, February, we haven't done anything with it yet. We just have to wait until we get everything approved, because it's got a foundation. We're going to have plumbing. We're going to have electrical coming out. We got to have everything. It's got to go through the permit process. So
we talked about that. We talked about it a little bit before, though. I mean, that whole response though from that community.
Yeah.
I mean, we've talked about this numerous times in this show about the racing community, but did it surprise you, or did you kind of like, they'll take care of us? I mean,
the fan response is what surprised me.
Yeah.
We loan stuff all the time to other racetracks, and if they're low on a barrel of VHT, we'll run it over to them, or grease sweep. We do a lot of that. Now, obviously, it was escalated a lot more than we'd ever imagined or ever experienced before. But the fan response was huge. That surprised me.
Okay, right.
I just figured they got a big race. They can take care of that. And some fans think that, and that's fine. You can think what you want.
Okay.
But a lot of fans really jumped in and said, "Here, we want to help out."
And they came through and they delivered, and that's what's they mean. There's so much love for your facility.
It's not that doesn't belong to us.
Yeah,
it belongs to all of us.
Right.
I mean, we are just temporary.
You're caretakers.
We're caretakers.
Yeah.
That's sacred ground out there, and we're just fortunate to be taking care of it right now.
Yeah.
But somebody else will be doing it someday, I'm sure. And we'll continue the tradition, hopefully. And that's just a place we got to take care of. Yeah. So that's how everybody views it. They come there and take care of it and respect it, and and everybody goes home and come back again and do it again.
All right. So this weekend we've got one of the street tuner events, one of many, but this one will go deep into the night. It's $40 from your car down the quarter mile, and
or eighth mile.
What's the
You choose it.
Yeah, you can pick quarter mile, eighth mile. You can say no time on your car, and we'll turn the clocks off for your runs in case you want to hide what your car runs.
Right.
You know, if you want to do a little side bet out there in the pits, that's fine. We'll line you up.
Right.
So a lot of guys will do that. They'll come out and make a couple of runs with the clocks turned off so nobody sees it, and then they'll go find someone they want to run and have some fun with it.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what do you expect for this event?
Based on the phone calls we're getting, a pretty good fair amount of cars. I'm thinking maybe 150, 160 cars, which is doable.
Now
that makes it very doable.
This should basically prevent. I should be able to sleep peacefully Saturday night, and
knowing nobody else,
knowing
is
no one
out there
else will be going down
horseplaying.
Hageman.
Yeah, I sure hope so.
140 miles.
That's why
an
we're
hour.
doing this.
I mean, that's exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that street racing culture is still kind of out there in some cases.
It is, and that's why we're doing this. You know, you're fine going fast on the street if you want, but God forbid a car pulls out in front of you. That's where the danger happens.
Right.
Is it's not you, it's the car coming out that's obeying the laws. That it is you ultimately, but they get a green light and they're coming out and you're hauling butt and you can't.
This
stop.
makes so much more sense.
It's a chance for you to do that and go as quick as you want. And if something does happen, we're going to be there within seconds to help you out.
Absolutely. Griffith, are you ready to run the Suburban down the quarter mile? I'll take you in my expedition.
No.
All right. So then
but
we got.
you know what? Your daughter might want to. Maybe you can get Allison in like a Ferrari or Maserati or something. One of your friends.
Look,
and
Might be out there.
She's
you can
going,
just jump in one, try
look,
it out.
Her education is going to cost like basically
A Ferrari.
So I've told her that a couple times. You know what? Your education is going to be this. So go ahead. And then the
You
Summit.
take the Toyota out there.
The Toyota would be fine. The Summit Series, June 18th and 19th. And again, what do you expect from that?
Yeah, that'll be our points chase is tight. That's going to be race 5 and 6.
Yeah, 5 and
We've
6.
done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and then we'll do 2 more. One weekend, 2 more races in September, and that's going to decide our team and the championships. It's going to come down to that, and then ANRA, of course, that'll be their second race,
Second
right?
race,
April, May, June. Yep. We'll come back.
Trying to remember,
again. That's second.
That's
third.
the second
April.
one.
We skip May, June. We'll go in August,
and
then come back in October. So that'll be their second event.
So October is the national, is the championship, and then is this one this
is considered the
spring
nationals.
Right. Okay,
but
spring nationals, right?
Yeah.
Because the summer nationals
August
are
is summer
August,
nationals, then October is the
Even
fall.
though summer is June 21st, isn't it?
Right? Yeah, it's all right. It's okay.
That's okay.
Summer's outside right now.
Summer is now,
Summer's here.
Today.
Summer's here.
Yeah, June 1st. Welcome to Bakersfield. 110. So you were talking to, do you have to, when you have high heat like that?
Yeah.
Fortunately, you can run in the evening.
Right.
But I mean,
Well, the street tuner will. These 2 dates, the latter
They'll
dates,
run-
we won't. They'll
run.
be in the daytime.
any concerns about your cruise there when it's like 135, 140 degrees on the track?
Yeah,
Are they
we
kinda-
try and we take a little more breaks than we usually do, and kind of rotate some guys around and go upstairs and have their lunch and sit in the AC for a
Right.
while. So, and same thing for the competitors. We just try and get them suited up last minute, and then if anything happens on the track, we're down for a bit. We get them out of their cars and let them get some fresh air. And a lot of them are prepared. They've got cool suits and they've got water and stuff in their cars. So, just that time of year, we can't not race. We have to just make adjustments.
Right. I've been meaning to ask you about this too because this is one of the top of mind. We've talked about this before as well. The number of foreign folks that love to come to visit the track, and I've been noticing. I think either Matt or Robert Gibson have been posting photos occasionally. People who just show up from other parts of the country or world to see the track. How often does that happen for you guys? People just kind of want to gaze upon it, and here it is.
It's certain times of year. This time of year, summers, we see a lot more, which is weird. Because it's I don't know what it is there for them, but it seems like summertime is when I think that's just when everybody's in full swing.
Yeah.
So a lot more people come over and they know they're going to catch stuff going on, but they're just showing up. We had a couple. I think were they Denmark? I forget. They were here a couple weeks ago and just showed up. We took them to the tower and
took them to the tower.
took a picture of them. Yeah.
And what was their feedback to you? I mean, what was the attraction for them? Why did they,
they were just doing a tour. They'd been to a speed shop down in down south. They'd just been they're just catching whatever they can catch, just hoping that something's going on. And they're just driving. They'd already driven. I think he told me they've already driven like 5,000 miles across the country. So they've been there and back, right?
That's
I mean,
a pretty good
almost.
trip.
So yeah,
just
taking in whatever they can take that's automotive related. They got cars back home. They're in a car club. Most of them are in clubs and that kind of thing, and they're big in racing at home. They want to come here and see racing here too. So
Nice.
it's awesome.
So does that ever like lead you to think, we're talking about building the tower and everything. I know we have to get to a break here, but do you ever think about permanence of, hey, maybe we should have like a little museum or an
that'd be
expanded
great.
gift shop?
Yeah.
See, that's how we we come together for this show. We come
Right.
out here to just articulate ideas and
Figure out ways to spend our money. That's
exactly.
great.
Give you guys something to do. Come on.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I mean, the easiest way we talked about before is our online store, which we're slowly building, and it's we're going to launch it just before we see a real huge traffic on our website at the reunion
Right.
and the March meet. So it starts to ramp up once we get into summer. It starts to build up slowly.
So I
we're
can
gonna
get that
launch
cool
our
shirt
store
you have
then.
on now.
I like this one.
Yeah, that is a good looking shirt.
Yeah.
I saw a March Meet shirt at the Padre the other day.
Did you?
It
That's
was
cool.
a classic one too. It was beautiful.
It's always fun to see them
Yeah.
those around when
Yeah,
you're
it
somewhere.
is cool to see them. So
Yeah.
very good. Griffith, questions, comments, complaints?
No, none.
Are you happy?
Oh, I'm elated.
All right.
Couldn't be better.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back with more on the from the Kern County Raceway Park and Steve Hughes. Talk more about them. Thanks to Blake Bowser. Thanks to
bet.
Matt for being here. Talk to you guys next time.